What it do?
Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, at Amon G. Carter Stadium. At any time the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Xavier O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Michigan Wolverines taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Yeah,
the Wolverines will put it away to start the game. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Line gets set, first down. Try the left side. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue.
In the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. Continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires one deep down the right side.
When you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
What a weak-ass fucking
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. 4th down, and the 15 sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return
Yeah,
here.
still
Calls
get
for fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line.
No, that's going to be a flag, dude. You see that? Every hit a bad they died.
Spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Leaves it with the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
You know,
I never see that shit happen like that either.
Like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. At the 30.
Ooh, come on, man.
He's finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up today. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Dances away from the heat. Got his man quickly. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his own talent to make big-time throws.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense going all in to stop the run.
Yep, it's coming in.
The give.
Ah, shit.
That is a formation and play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game.
Let's go, baby girl.
You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw.
I want to battle, nigga. Up.
They'll give it to him again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job.
Yeah, put that ball on the ground, nigga. Don't do it.
After the 9-yard pickup on
in the air.
Here's 2nd and 1. Going to the ground.
Pop that bitch out. Back.
No need to measure it to first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. They get to stick around here recently. A lot of success, too.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap.
You don't want to run it, dog. You don't want to run it. We know he don't.
Getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap,
he caught it.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Tries to get off the field on third down. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Larson. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth or not last drive.
So in this next drive, David, it's all good because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
It's just,
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, TCU 7, Michigan 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
yeah, you come at the right time, brother. You always come at the right time.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down.
Ah, good coverage, Sean. Fuck. Damn, Widow, come on, man. I'll call you. I'll see you in a second. Have a seat,
And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a
The
play this
biggest
young
fucking
man is
entrance
never going to
dog.
forget. His first
Don't see him in 3
interception
days. I
of the
picked my
season.
first
Great
game and
job
this
reading
nigga
the
shows up.
QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Dumps it to the back. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouts in the court, making big plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Rutgers stopped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Piscataway. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man out of the backfield.
That nigga's coming.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Now on second down. Off the play fake. Tackled, but he has a first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, it's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick
Ooh, I
up
slipped
the
the shit out of that
I don't know if
motherfucker.
it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
One thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. He's back to throw on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job at the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Off play action on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Yeah, you see.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And now on second down for this offense. Running to the left.
Ah,
They
shit.
knock him down right there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Shit out, you
Ball
think
at
that?
the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to run for it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. that could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And the
got popped, though.
finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just
smarter,
get first
buddy.
downs like that run right there.
And the Horned Frogs are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, TCU. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The AT unit on the field. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the returner will be knocked down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter.
Look at him holding that ball. Nigga, hold that ball right, boy. What you thinking there?
Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Might as well give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They're bringing heat.
Why you stop, O?
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Ball is loose.
Fuck,
Once
drop.
that ball was loose,
Lit.
offense
That's
didn't have
so
a chance. Defenders
Lit.
everywhere. It's a turnover.
Ah!
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Second down coming up. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. No, he just flat ran over it.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Throws for the tight end. Holds it in. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Pick it up, man.
Just as he released the
Right in front of your face, nigga.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% of the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
This time he's got it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
He'll come out throwing on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing in the double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw in the double covers. He got lucky that wasn't an interception.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. In our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side of the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker, you can tell, locked in on the quarterback, chases him down, gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle, gets him on the ground.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Johnson looking to throw. Release to the back. Firing to the right, complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Open runway ahead. Past the 10.
Dance. Why did you dance, nigga? Should have danced and said, so pop that bitch out.
Touchdown, Wolverines.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Try to get it to the edge. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking left. Makes the grab. And he's running in the open. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the 1st half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Still looking, on the move. Gets it out quickly.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Pressure coming. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And the defense is giving up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Damn, these people have immaculate timing.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all.
Boom, nigga. That's how I do it, son. That's how just a split second face. I got it.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense. Go with the little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described
Yeah, the crowd, the dudes have to show up right back in the door.
And they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Get that shit out with that, boy. Bet you have a conservative, don't you? Scary ass, boy. I never played conservative
for any team. If they're having
take that, you take
on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, TCU 28, Michigan 7.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll ride Davis here.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, niggas. That dude's hurt, dog. He can't even run no more. Chop his left leg, nigga. Run again, boy. Let's show you right now. Where are you?
47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Play fake, now to throw. And this senior quarterback knows he has a chance
stuck
that
and
time. He just put a little too much on it.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but you're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Wide out in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, And this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
He wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here.
What do you wait niggas to
He'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous.
You gotta pass.
Quarterback gets through his progression, David.
So why you guys fouled for it?
These guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit.
Told y'all he's passing, why y'all fouled for it?
The breakdown, it makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the offense there. They're trying to dial up the flea flicker, but you've got to sell the run more. That time it looked like the running back was just a little bit too quick, pitching it back to the QB. The defense did not bite on the fake, and they were able to come away with the pick.
Wants to throw on first down. Coming after it. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll line up for a second down play. Johnson looking to throw. He's going to take off. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Fires it incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have got beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense now. I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's right on target. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short now.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. They're going to ride this running back. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players now.
Touchdown, TCU! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. He'll keep it himself. They stripped it out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Not bad for this season, Dick.
First down here for the offense.
Hey, buddy.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Fast motion from the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throw goes toward the end zone. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed.
Oh, I better give it a 1-yard line. I fucked up.
And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.